about workplace shenanigans on Social Sanity Podcast.
Part two.
This is part 2 of workplace shenanigans. I'm Ashley.
I'm Christy.
And we are the hosts of Social Sanity, or lack thereof. Welcome back for part 2.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah. So, do you have any I think last time we talked a lot about the gym
We
when we
did.
worked there together, which was a lot of fun, a lot of unnecessary drama. And
Facts.
yeah, it was an interesting
That was an interesting time. And it was really fun. It was really fun. Like, even all of the crap that happened,
yes.
it was still fun.
Yes. I
I
find
guess I
myself
wouldn't take
missing
it
it.
back. Yeah.
Mhm.
You start when you start reminiscing about stuff, then you start missing it, and
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely I guess I don't take it back at all, like, even
Mm-mm.
though a lot of crap that happened there was whatever.
Yeah.
Um, I don't take it back just because I did make friendships out of
Mhm.
that, and people that I'll never forget, and lessons learned in life. That's for fucking sure.
Hell yes.
I love how I was
Um,
saying crap earlier, like I was like at work because I get on get on calls there, and I'm like
like when you
not
talk
saying
about
anything, and now here I am. Oh crap! That is not
crap.
me.
No,
Oh my
my
gosh! So
thing so the next place that we worked together was for an Air BnB cleaning company.
yeah.
Um that was interesting.
Mhm. Mhm.
The stuff people leave behind sometimes I'm like
And you have to wonder what happened here. First of all,
like
like
90% of the people that come to the Nashville area to Airbnb um you have too much money.
for sure.
It's like just leaving behind electronics, watches. You try to call them to get it back, like, so they can get their stuff back. And they're like,
Yeah,
they don't answer the phone. And I'm like,
man, you got the goodies. Then, if you ever found that shit, the
girl.
best thing, the best thing I ever found
Mm-hmm.
was always alcohol. Like, that's not the best thing, but I always found alcohol because they would
Mm-hmm.
always leave alcohol behind, or just didn't.
Always.
You know,
Always.
were like, I'm not taking this home.
Mm-hmm.
So an abundance of alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
most of which I did not drink. Sparkling water, don't drink that either. I brought it home in case somebody wanted to drink it, but nobody ever did, so I ended up throwing it away. But I did find a book.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I cannot remember what the book name was, but I literally never found good stuff. Like, it was just a book, alcohol, food. I would take on
Right.
food sometimes, like if it wasn't like used food or anything, like nobody
Right.
ate out of it or anything. It was
Like a
like,
full extra large pizza with all
oh
the
no, I don't know.
toppings.
I'm not, mm-mm. See, I didn't
No?
do that. My germaphobeness cannot, because I will, even though it looks like it hasn't been touched, I will
Mm-hmm.
think somebody touched it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody put their booty fingers on that pizza, and
Yes.
I'm not here for it.
Right.
I,
Like,
I don't eat booty pizza,
no booty pizza.
not booty pizza.
Just regular pizza. That's it.
Exactly. I take my pizza very seriously. Uh, but yeah, there have you okay, so what else have you gotten? Like, what else has anybody left behind?
Girl, I've gotten full outfits
Bitch.
that my boss was like, congratulations, you have a new jacket and dress. And I'm like, thanks, because it actually fits.
Oh, nice.
Girl, I
Girl.
got these guys, they did not plan well. They had to check out at 11, but their flight
Mhm.
was not until like 4 o'clock. It was not like a same day. So like
Yeah.
nobody was booking it that evening. They
Yeah.
just wanted to watch the golf game. And they left
Mhm.
me a bottle of, I still have the bottle. It's tequila, very expensive tequila.
Okay.
$20. And I was like, yo,
Yeah.
yo, much. And like, no, like one time somebody left like a pair of jeans and socks in a drawer. And I'm like, why? Found some
Yeah.
leggings that would fit Bella.
Okay.
Like literally, like just leaving behind clothes. And like the second company that I worked for, they did not do a lost and found. And I was like, I'd
Mm.
be pissed. That's just me though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I'd like harbor it in my car until they were like, somebody was like, hey, did you find such and such? And I'm like, I certainly did. Would you like it back? Girl, I found a Cartier bracelet in a garbage can.
In a garbage can. How the hell did it end up in there? That's what I need to know.
I do not know. But why was it in the garbage can? And I was like, surely there's a way to trace these. Like, surely.
Right.
Couldn't find anyway. And I was like, I found a very expensive bracelet in like a garbage can. And my boss was like, well, that's their loss because what are we supposed to do with it? I'm like, you know who booked it, so call them. They might be
Right.
upset. It might be they, they girl. They was low down anyway, so it don't matter. They
Well,
were
hell.
they were and oh girl, speaking of which we haven't got to the shenanigans part yet. But there
Mhm.
were some shenanigans there. And I'm like, they just don't give a crap about anybody's belongings, not even people that they work for. Or like
That's
that it
crazy.
might belong to somebody else. Like they just like, oh, it doesn't matter. Girl.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I said I'm laying my when I first got my original ear booble things,
Mhm.
I sat it down on a desk. Just the one. Because it kept falling out of my ear. This heifer is going to sweep it in with the trash and throw it away. And then when I asked her
No.
about it, she was like, "Oh, it's in that bag with the pillow." And I was like, "The pillow that somebody threw up on?"
Ew, no.
Girl, it wasn't in there. It was in with the trash. And I wasn't
I mean,
finna
so she
go.
just wanted you to go fishing through a fucking throw up pillow for it?
I don't know what happened. She was just throwing stuff away, and I'm like, "Don't be mad at me because y'all don't know how to plan." And now you're just gonna throw away my ear pod thing or somebody's ear pod thing. I was like, what if it's your husband's ear pod thing? You mad at him too? Like that doesn't even
Yeah.
make sense to me. Like,
Mm-mm.
why would you throw away someone's AirPod? They're not cheap.
They sure as fuck ain't.
And I'm like, I don't know if you can replace one and not both of them. But
Exactly.
she was like, I was like, it's not in this one. And of course, my skin was crawling because I was touching a vomit pillow.
Oh God.
So she like fully went and dug through the trash. And she didn't bring it to me. She sat it on the seat of my car.
Okay, weird flex, sis. Why the fuck would you do that? Why wouldn't you be like, oh my God, here it is? Like, so sorry about that.
She was big mad because she had to work that day.
What a bitch. And was that for the company we worked for, or that was
Mm-mm.
the other company?
No, no, no. The other one.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
Wow, Gina.
Wow, Gina. What a bitch.
And I was like, I was like, okay, I see how it is. I'm not gonna pour all my energy and time and give y'all my 100% 24/7 because y'all clearly don't give a crap. And I'm like, I'm not helping y'all.
Mm-mm.
Like,
Fuck
y'all
that
can pay
shit.
me for when I work, and I ain't coming to work any other time. That's also the company that I had to drive 45 minutes after a snow and ice storm that they wanted me to clean a building that parking lot was literally like this and that
Oh
had
no,
not been
ma'am.
snow plowed.
fuck you gonna park on that? You can't even park on that. How you gonna go up that? How are you even gonna go up it to get into the building without rolling your ass back down into the street?
Exactly. I was like, I can't even get into this. I don't know who. And they said that they had driven the streets to make sure all the places that need to be cleaned were clear. Bitch, they all drove pickup trucks. And my car was at Kia getting a new motor. So I didn't even have an SUV. I was driving a sedan.
Lord.
I called her and I said, girl, this is not worth my time or energy or the damage that I'm about to do to this car. Because I would have
Yeah.
fully went sliding down the hill.
For real?
Because it's hard enough to get in there anyway. And I'm like, y'all crazy. Y'all
See,
crazy.
I don't be driving in that shit. Not for work. I
Mm-mm.
can remember plenty of times that it had like snowed at every job I've had.
Yep.
Don't catch this bitch in work. I ain't going in.
And it's like,
I
y'all
call and I'm
realize
like,
we're in
no.
Tennessee. Like,
Exactly. Like we all don't know how to drive in this shit because you would think though that we would, seeing as how we always get ice storms like every fucking year. You would think by now we would know, but we don't.
we
We
don't.
don't.
We
We don't
don't.
be knowing.
No, we don't be knowing. And then we don't
Mm-mm.
be knowing when and where you will get stuck.
Exactly.
And I'm like, and it's like, and I saw a pickup truck on my way back, a pickup truck, a
Mm.
Dodge Dakota pickup truck had flipped on the interstate.
Holy shit.
And I'm like, why do these people think that they are armored in a truck? Trucks slide just as quickly as a Fiat will,
Right.
probably more quickly because it's heavier. But I'm just saying, like, it's so stupid. And I'm like, I'm worried about y'all. Y'all crazy. But you're
They some new kind of people.
mm-hmm.
That's some new kind of folks.
Just the new kind of folks I don't care to know.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Um, I found some like beard oils one time.
Ooh.
This was before Philip had a beard, so it. I
Like,
mean, I
oh, that's
brought it
fine.
home and I was like, in case you want to grow out a beard, here you go.
Like,
But he didn't. We could probably use them now, but I've thrown them out since then, so that's been some years.
gotcha.
uh, I know it was like a whole like bag full of stuff because they had me go into a house
Mm-hmm.
like it was. I don't even think honestly that anybody was staying in it as an Airbnb. I
Mm-hmm.
think that they just like needed somebody to clean it. I don't know because it looked like someone very much lived there. And like what we were told, like clean everything out, like throw it
Mm-hmm.
away, whatever's in
Mm-hmm.
the fridge, unless we tell you to like keep the stuff that's in the fridge,
Mm-hmm.
throw it out. Nobody ever would tell me that. And I was
Mm-hmm.
having to clean it out. And I mean, just and I felt bad. Like there was like
Oh.
refrigerated items I would keep too that were like not open.
Mm-hmm.
um, like I think I grabbed vinegar or something from there once because it was in the fridge, but nobody had ever opened it.
Mm.
And I had to clean it out. That was what I was told to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to clean out the whole medicine cabinet. And it was like there was pills in there and shit too. Yeah. I mean, I didn't touch like the pills were like prescription pills, and I was like,
Oh. It's
are
like,
we
oh
sure
no.
about this?
Mm-hmm.
We sure about this? Because I really feel like somebody still lives here and they're gonna be missing these pills. I don't know whatever happened. Nobody ever
Yeah.
told me, but I did what I was told to do. So that was interesting. Okay. What is the funniest thing that you have ever come across? Like that
Funny?
somebody either left behind or you just saw it or whatever.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I was grossed out, but it's like the amount of underpants of varying types that I have found under stuff. I'm like,
Ew.
this nasty.
Oh,
That's
oh,
nasty.
girl, that's nasty.
Oh, girl, that's nasty. But yeah, like like underpants everywhere, socks, like one sock. Um,
Ooh, it wasn't crusted over, was it?
oh, I don't know. I didn't touch it.
Bitch, I wouldn't either. Fuck that shit.
I was
Mm-mm.
like, "Where's
Kick
my
that shit under
broom?"
the bed and pretend I didn't see it.
Well, I will sweep it into the garbage. because it's like I'm not touching that. I don't know what went on in here. Or like
Yeah,
this,
girl.
like I did find which was random, a dog leash, but it was like a thicker one, and I was like, was this a dog? I hope so.
A girl. They was role playing as a dog.
They had a little too much fun. And I was like,
Mm,
oh my God. But I still have it. And I actually, like, I don't walk my dog because of my back. Like, with the way she pulls, it hurts my back. And, like, it sends it into back spasms, whatever.
whew,
So she just runs around in the backyard for her exercise. Well,
yeah.
I used it a couple times. And because it's not like a one on a reel, she about dislocated my damn arm one time trying to chase a frog.
Oh hell. A fucking frog.
As heavy
Girl.
as I am, she said, I went,
I've been flailed like a rag doll from Cali. Because we have the same kind of leash that you're talking about where it's not the real and it's
uh-huh,
just a regular leash.
right.
Yep. I've literally I think all of us have been flailed like a rag doll. Well, except for Philip. I'm not sure if he has,
Hmm.
but I know for sure I've been flailed, and Michaela and Nick have both been like literally drugged down the street by her
Yeah. That's why I
and
don't walk
skint
my
up and
dog.
everything.
I'm like, I didn't like my dog is nowhere near as tall as Callie, but she's part
Mhm.
German Shepherd or Dutch Shepherd and Pit Bull, so she's strong.
Yeah.
But she's very
Yeah.
short. And I'm like, she's my baby and she's so
Oh, she's so
sweet.
cute.
But she's so strong. And I'm like, how is she
I believe it.
pulling me?
She looks buff.
Yeah, like she's very like shoulder buff. And like her brother is bigger
Yeah.
than she is. They look the same, but he's got a bib. And like she's so strong. And I'm like, I'm gonna get injured trying to walk my dog. So it's like so that dog lead. And then I found dog items. And I'm like, y'all are not gonna miss that?
Yeah.
Like what like creamers? That always messed me up. I'm like, why are y'all buying so much creamer? This is too much creamer for like a week. Like how much
Well, they
creamer
may
do you
not
guys
be
keep?
able to find like small
That's true.
things of creamer.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have that issue every time we go on vacation. Like the smallest ones that we can find usually are like the coffee mate ones, and they're about like this tall.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like the bigger ones. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
the stores would not have the smaller ones, and they would have the big International Delight ones. And those are the big,
Um,
huge ones. They don't make smaller ones. Not that
true
I've
that.
ever seen.
True
And so
that.
we always like, or if we need mayonnaise, because like I'm gonna make sandwiches for the week
Mm-hmm.
or something for like lunch, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll get mayonnaise. And some stores, like we go to Florida, sometimes they'll have the little baby ones like
Yeah.
this, but
Mm-hmm.
we have only been able to find those like once or twice, if that, out of
Mm-hmm.
all the vacations we have ever been on. And we always have to end up getting bigger sizes of stuff. And I'm like,
That's
because I don't
irritating.
want to like make room in the car for a whole extra few bags of groceries, but I don't want to waste it either. So I've literally left things like that behind too. I'm like, just let it go.
Or at least
It ain't
somebody can
worth
use
it.
that.
Exactly. Like somebody here will use it. It is what it is.
Uh,
I found a purple wig one time.
fun.
I was like,
Fun.
and
That's get it.
it was one of those houses that we would clean that
Mm-hmm.
was like the bachelorette house. So
Oh,
I can only imagine.
yeah.
Well, I think it was that one. No, wait a minute, because those were like the newer looking ones.
Mm-hmm.
Where I found this wig at, I forgot. It was like almost a basement because it was a dark ass room. There was like
One of
no
the
windows or
Cambridges.
tiny windows. Huh?
Was it one of the Cambridges over by
Was
Vanderbilt?
Cambridge? I remember Cambridge, but weren't those apartments?
Sort of. Like they used to be student housing.
Yeah, okay, I remember that. No, it was not there.
Mm.
I only cleaned over there like twice.
Okay, gotcha.
Um, yeah, but this was like a house. I do remember it was a house,
Mm-hmm.
but it was almost like the room I was in was almost like a basement. So it
Mm.
didn't have like very many windows or like tiny little windows and like
I think I
wood
know.
paneling.
Mm-hmm. I think I know which one you're
Yeah,
talking about. But we
yeah.
need to take a quick break and we'll be right back. I was making a
Welcome
face.
back.
Welcome back. So, okay, we said funniest thing. Oh, what's funniest thing you've ever found at an Airbnb?
Okay. So I'm trying to remember, like, I'm pretty sure I've forgotten a lot of shit because it
Hmm.
was just
Same.
not like, that
Hmm.
I guess that important that it stuck with me.
Hmm.
But I can tell you the funniest thing I encountered
Hmm.
was when I had to go clean this house that this was the first time we'd ever cleaned it.
Hmm.
This guy, he was like renting it out to people, like I don't think it was like an Airbnb, but he would like rent it out to them for like a short term or whatever. And then
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
And he wanted us to clean it, and he said that he was gonna have somebody else like move in, I think, or like yeah, like they were supposed to move in or something in a couple of weeks or something. I don't know, but he was out of town.
Mm.
And I showed up there and I was like, there are all kinds of cars here. And I thought somebody was here. And of course, my social anxiety was like, oh my God, I can't go in there because there's people in there.
Right.
I can't do this. So I like sat in the car and I was like, and you know how like we would message on WhatsApp, like she would have like the group
Hmm.
message going or whatever.
Hmm.
And I was just like, I think somebody's here. And I took a picture of the outside of it and sent it.
Hmm.
And there was like so many cars. And she was like, okay, let me get in contact with the owner first. So she contacts the owner, and then the owner was like, well, all of those cars are mine. I'm not there. He said, they're just mine that I own. And I
Hmm.
was like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, you should be free to go in there. I get in there, and there's somebody in, like, somebody was walking out to the mailbox, first of all, and I saw them and I saw them go back in, but he's telling us that nobody's there. And I was like, there's clearly somebody here.
Hmm.
This is the exact address. I'm not looking at the wrong address, this is the right address.
Hmm.
But somebody just walked out to the mailbox, and it was a chick and she was wearing a moo right? I was
Hmm.
like, okay, whatever. So she goes back in, and I was like, there's somebody there. Like, there's literally somebody there because I just saw someone walk out, but he
Hmm.
said there's nobody there. And she was like, go up to the door. You need to figure out who they are. And I was like, okay, great. I don't want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
I was like, even though she didn't look scary, but
Hmm.
like, you don't know with people. You literally don't know. I mean, she could have popped a cap in my ass when I walked up there. I don't know. So I walked up there, and she had like this long gray hair. Um, she was really old. Like, she was super wrinkly. I don't know how old she was. I'm assuming she was really old, but she was definitely wrinkly. And she like answered the door, and I was like, I'm here to clean. Like, I'm with the cleaning company. And she was like, oh yeah, come on in. And she was like very hippie-ish, like,
Love
and
that.
I was like, okay, I love hippies. Okay, so I'm like, okay, so she's pretty cool. Okay, whatever.
Hmm.
But she starts following me around as I'm trying to clean, and I'm having to like wash dishes. And by the way, she has dirtied up these dishes. And she was explaining to me that she's friends with the owner, and he's like letting her squat there. And so I was like, he literally said nobody was here. So that's why I was like, this bitch is literally squatting. She is squatting,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like
To make
without this
your
guy
presence
knowing.
forthwith.
Yeah. I was like, so I like messaged, and I was like, this chick is weird. I'm just saying. Like, she's very much like, hey, like she was hippie-ish, but I almost was like, I think she might be drunk too. I'm not even sure. Or maybe she was just drunk. I don't know. Whatever you do, boo. That's your thing. But here's the thing, you can't be squatting here without permission.
Right.
And so I'm like, so like she's following me around and like talking to me,
Hmm.
and I was just like trying to talk to her, but she's like distracting me, and I'm trying to clean this house because my motto was get in and out 3 to 4 hours because I'm gonna get my money like and bounce. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because we made really good money
We did.
working with Airbnb. Like,
Hmm.
y'all, I'm just saying, y'all want to make good money? Work cleaning Airbnbs. Like,
Yep.
we made good money because like I made 18 to 20 bucks an hour, and that was just normal pay. That was if
Yeah.
I didn't have to deal with like bullshit.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I like She was following me around, distracting me. I was like trying to do the dishes and stuff. And then she was like cooking breakfast. And I was like, great. Now she's going to dirty up more dishes for my ass. Fucking clean them for her. Like she's literally using me as a maid right now. Like I'm here to clean so that somebody else can come in a couple weeks. I'm
Mhm.
not here to be your personal maid.
Right.
Like, and I was like, chatting with her and I was like, well, how long are you staying? And she's like, oh, I'll be here like all week. And I'm like, what is the fucking point of me coming here cleaning this for his next guest that's coming in a couple of weeks when you're literally here dirtying everything up and you're going to dirty everything up every day afterwards that I'm not here? What the fuck? Yeah. So I was just like, this is so weird. Well, a cat jumps up on the counter out of nowhere. Obviously, I love cats, so I was like, "Ooh, a cat." But I was also like, because right before, like when I first started working there, they were
Mhm.
like, "No pets. Like we do not clean houses that have pets." And I was like, "There's a
Lies.
fucking cat here,
Lies and
really,
mendacity.
girl."
Lies.
Girl, yeah, I was told we do not clean animals. Like we don't clean houses that have pets.
Mm-mm.
That I'm supposed to notify them if there's a pet
They
because we
changed
don't.
that.
Girl,
Girl.
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 Mm. Well, anyway, Cat just jumped up on the counter and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna get in contact with the owner right now because we don't do that. And we specifically told him we don't do uh fucking houses with pets. So she's contacting the owner and she's like, yeah, you should like I can't remember if she told me to leave at that point
Mhm.
or I finished cleaning it and then I don't remember. I honestly I can't remember. My memory is really rusty about it. But
Mhm.
here's what I do remember. The funniest thing that I encountered while I was down there doing the dishes and this chick finally goes upstairs. She comes back down s- butt fucking naked, runs down the stairs, waving her arms like this. I didn't know what the fuck was happening. I was like, I couldn't even hold my face back. My face said it all.
You were
And
like,
I'm just like,
okay.
what has my eyes been bestowed upon? This naked hippie running down, possibly
doing,
drunk
doing
hippie.
the King Louis.
I never seen such a sight in my life.
Oh
And I
my
was like, what's happening? And I don't even remember why she was running down the stairs. I literally don't remember.
god. Oh my god.
Um, but it took me by surprise. Completely by surprise. And I can remember when I left from there, this is back when I had Snapchat. I sent Amber a Snapchat and I was telling her all about it. And she sends me this Snapchat back crying and dying. And she was like, I can't stop crying. She was like, oh my God. You could just hear it in her voice.
Oh
Um,
my
I
god.
will never forget that. I wish I would have told this story right after it happened because there would be probably so much more to it.
Right.
And it would be even funnier because I was coming off of like just having seen this naked woman run down the stairs, flailing her arms. I mean, her legs were even going too, so it was like her arms and her legs as she's going down the stairs.
She was feeling something. She was
Girl,
she's having a day.
she something was going on somewhere.
Something.
No,
Something
she
had
also
been
helped me.
consumed
She
somewhere.
also helped me after that. She like went back up there, got her clothes on.
Mhm.
I had to clean the shower after she got out
Ew.
because she had just showered and that was part of it. And then she helped me fold the fitted sheets. Like, because I've never known how to properly fold a fitted sheet because I didn't even know that was a thing until like a couple years before I started working for Airbnb. So I didn't even know that was a thing. I was like, you can fold them because I literally just, like I feel like there's no proper way to do it. And then I figured out there was a proper way because
Yeah.
Philip's mom had mentioned it to me before. She was like, oh, there's a proper way to do it. Did you know that? And I was like, no, I didn't fucking know that. But I also don't fucking care. So I didn't bother with it. But the lady was like, "Let me show you, like, it's super easy." And so she was, like, folding it for me and, like, showing me, and I was, like, mirroring her just like I used to do my mom when I was a kid. She would show me how to fold clothes, and I would just do the same thing, like I was doing a mirror of what she was doing, and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, she was cool and all, but it was just like, "Bitch,
Just
I didn't ask to see your ass naked. I need you to put some fucking clothes on.
like,
God bless it."
ma'am, she was giving she was vibe checking you.
She was like,
Like,
let's check this bitch out.
let's see what her vibe is. See
So
if she's
I will
gonna
never
play with
forget that.
the full frontal nudity today.
Yeah. Let's see how she does with full frontal nudity. Let's see. Just want to feel her out here. Just want to see what happens.
Girl.
Send
I
me like, what the fuck?
well, okay, so we cleaned this was like way after you left because I wasn't there much longer after this, but like, or was this other one? No. This is the second company. There was a guy that played for the Titans, but he had like retired and was like no longer playing for the Titans or something. And
Mhm.
I didn't know who he was because I've not followed the Titans in years because
Titans are trash.
they suck. So
You heard it
I didn't
here
know who
first,
it.
folks.
Yeah, I didn't know who any of the players were until
Same.
one of the owners told me, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's nice." Um, but I was like, he was like, "I'm actually the owner." Like he was still there and like
Oh.
had left his little stuff, and he was about to leave. He had like his golf clubs and like all his stuff, and I was like, sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but like there's somebody coming at there. He's like, yeah, no, I'm the owner. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna clean your house now. But he was just like hanging out, like on the phone, like doing things. And I'm like, I'm just gonna pretend like he's not there because he's kind of in my way. Um, so I was fully just like mom rude to a friggin' NFL football player.
Zero fucks given.
Yeah, like zero. I was like, okay, that's nice. But like I was fully like, when are you leaving?
Are you leaving soon by chance?
Like, excuse me, are you leaving soon? Also, whoever decorated his house should not do that.
What did it look like, girl? Was it eclectic?
It was eclectic um from 1997.
Oh no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Had
Mm-mm.
beautiful views, had the squishiest, most ridiculous couch in the world.
Squishiest.
Girl, like if you sat on the couch, you kind of got stuck because it like caved.
Oh no.
And I'm like,
So it was like a
oh,
black hole
yeah.
in the couch.
And I was like, I sat down to clean off his weird coffee trunk table thing. And I was like, oh God. I was like, wait, I'm not tall enough. It was a very strange couch. And like he had like bugs. And I was like, that makes sense because there's like this is basically the country of Nashville. And like it's by a field. And that's it. And there was like ants.
Ew. Like what
Eh,
kind of like ants you said?
Like ants. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought you meant like roaches and shit. I was like,
Oh
ew,
no, it wasn't that bad. It was just
fuck
there was
that.
like
I would be
ants.
running.
No,
Mm-mm.
there's ants everywhere. And then the one time somebody didn't lock any of the doors and left all the windows open. And I was like, how come no, I don't know. And I was like, why is the door open? And then I realized that there was no porch on the front. Like there was no porch. The door opened into nothingness.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. But he had a
What the fuck?
lovely
Were there even steps to lead down from the door?
no. And
So
I was
you
like,
just you gonna step out and you gonna break your neck.
basically, yeah. There
I'm
was like
not
a
here for
drop
that.
off. And I was like,
Mm-mm.
I feel crazy. But it was a beautiful view of the skyline of Nashville. Like it's gorgeous.
Aw.
One time somebody
Nashville is
left
really
this
pretty.
delicious cake. Like it was
He had a cake?
a full cake, girl. No, no, this is a different place. Full cake.
Okay.
Just a like 3-tier cake. and it was uneaten. And I was like, I need a piece of cake.
Yes. Get you a big old honking piece.
Yeah, I did. And I took it home with me and everything. And I was like,
Hell
this is gonna be
yeah.
melted by the time I get home. But this cake is delicious. It's
Oh
a
yes,
wonderful
girl.
cake.
Bitch love cake.
Yes. I love cake. I dream about cake
Y'all.
sometimes. I like never
Girl.
make cake to save myself, but I never make cake. But I'm like, damn, I want some cake.
Girl, I love, man, I'm so hungry right now. I could eat some cake.
Did you not eat dinner?
No, my stomach was gurgling and it just wasn't a good, like, it's been gurgling since like 12 o'clock. And I was like, and it's not like got a shit gurgle. It's more of like did I eat something that I shouldn't have ate that's gonna like make me
Like sick?
puke?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
like nauseous. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So I was like, no. And then now like my stomach be growling. I'm like,
Like, never mind.
you
I was just
would.
fucking hungry. Like, it's like, oh,
Girl.
I was hungry. That's what was happening.
Mm.
But but no, this place that I work now is more fun and less stress. Even though you wouldn't think that cleaning Airbnbs could be stressful, but it
It can be
was.
a workout, that's for damn sure. And it can
But
be stressful when you have to clean people's vomit and shit up because literally, I know you mentioned vomit. I had to clean up shit,
uh-uh.
diarrhea
No, that
on
is where I draw the line.
girl, girl. I was like, walked into a bathroom.
Mhm,
I remember, I don't know where the house was. I just know it was overlooking an elementary school because I can remember seeing the playground from one of the windows.
mhm,
But walked into the bathroom, it had like glass shower,
mhm,
and there were curtains hanging over it, or curtains, sorry, towels hanging over it. And when I walked over there to like pull it down, because I could pull all the towels and put them in a bag,
mhm.
to be washed. And when I pulled them down, diarrhea shit all fucking over it. And I'm talking every last fucking towel, girl. I looked over at the toilet, explosive diarrhea all over the toilet, all over the fucking floor, all over the fucking wall.
Um, that is a health hazard.
For sure. I was like,
Never.
and there was a guy that was there, and I don't remember. I guess he was the owner. I think he was the owner.
Mhm,
He ended up coming like while I was there cleaning, and I like
mhm.
told him what was going on. And he was like, "Oh my god." Um, I can't remember if he offered me gloves or not. Honestly, I cannot remember if I used gloves or not, but I know I
Lord, I
for
hope you did.
sure messaged whatever the fuck that manager's name was, and I was like, "Yo," and I sent her pictures of the towels,
Mhm.
and she was like, "Oh my god." I said, uh, "Are we gonna wash these?" And she was like, "Hell no, throw those motherfuckers out."
Throw them
Basically, she
away.
didn't say throw them out. She said throw them out. I was like, "Oh my god!" And like I said, I can't remember if that dude gave me the towels or gloves or not. I don't remember honestly. I cannot remember shit. But
I draw
mm,
the line at fecal matter.
mm. I got
Vomit,
combat pay for that. I got $300 extra on my paycheck for that.
damn good. Good. Because I only
That was
had to
4 days
throw
of
up.
work for me. That's a whole week of work for me now.
Right.
I make more than that, but seriously.
But I only had to clean up vomit once. And they like, you know, like when you're real turnificated and like you kind of can't get out of the bed, so you just kind of like,
Lean over, yeah.
yeah. Well, they had clearly done that and missed the floor. And I was like, I'm throwing these sheets in the garbage. And they were like, why? And I was like, there's vomit. There's vomit on the sheets. And I was like, we're not washing these. We're not washing it. It's disgusting. You can't properly clean those. I'm throwing them away. And they were like, okay, yeah. And then some months later, there was another vomit incident, but they had used the towels to clean it up. And there was if you have a weak stomach, you might want to mute the pod for just a second. There were chunks of chicken enchiladas,
Oh
and they
hell.
stuck them in a bag, and then no one said that there was chicken chunk enchilada puke in a plastic bag during the summer. Girl, I do not have a weak stomach. But when I opened that bag, I almost threw up.
Oh god. Oh god. I don't have a weak stomach either. There's a lot of shit literally that I can handle. And usually as moms that we got like a rock hard stomach.
Like,
But
I've been pooped on by
God
my child.
bless. Ugh.
As
Middle of summer in Tennessee.
chicken
Mm-mm,
enchilada vomit in a
mm-mm,
plastic bag over a
mm-mm.
weekend.
Nah, not here for it.
Instantly, I was like, and just went and threw it away. And they were like, she's gonna be mad. And I was like, she can be mad. I'm throwing it in the garbage. We can't win that. Never mind the chunkage, the stains.
Yeah. And you know, they would like bleach a lot of shit too. Like I can remember
Mhm.
that, and they had that one little soap thing, and
Mhm.
then they would make like whoever's doing the laundry, like use the little
Mhm.
soap thing to get the stains out. And I'm
Mhm.
thinking, same thing as you, like, why would you bring that back and let them wash it? Because those poor people that do the laundry are gonna have to deal with that. Who the fuck wants to deal with puke on a fucking sheet
Mhm.
or blood or anything else? You know what I'm
It's
saying?
nasty. Well, that's why they
Mm-mm.
were like, "Oh, use gloves," and I was like, "No, no, 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 no! You don't understand. This is a health hazard. This can't sit in with all the other sheets. Like you
Oh
can,
yeah, because it just spreads it along.
yeah, like bloodborne pathogens. Absolutely not."
Mm-mm.
Um, so I was like, "Do us a favor," because I ended up only working in the laundry
Mm.
because the other chick quit. So I was like, it's fine. I'll just do the laundry and try to keep it organized and do the bags and blah blah blah. So yeah, I told everybody who asked, "What do you want me to do with the bloody sheets?" I'm like, "Throw it in the garbage. Throw it in the garbage. Bleach can't do nothing with that.
It can't, because I'm here to attest to that, girl. I've gotten blood on my sheets, and that it is still there.
It don't go away.
It
It's
don't be
stuck in
going
there.
away.
And then if you
It
dry
don't be going
it,
away.
it just bakes it into the stain." And then they're like, "Well,
Exactly.
why are there holes in the sheets?" I'm like, "Well, we're putting
Bleach on
bleach
them?
on them and
Hello?
then heating them up so it's burning holes in it."
Bleach does one of two things, like, or both at the same time. Who fucking knows?
Mm-hmm.
It either eats holes in the fucking material
Mm-hmm.
or yellows your white stuff. Like,
Exactly.
after you've done it so many times, it
Mm-hmm.
makes it yellow.
Yep. And they're
Fucking
wondering why
facts.
it was messing up the laundry. And I'm like, you clearly didn't do your own laundry as a child. Ever. That's very clear.
Who the
Um,
fuck taught these motherfuckers to do laundry?
Nobody. No damn body.
They just be guessing
Because
at this
the
point.
stuff that they would put in there, and I'm like, you cannot soak things off with bleach. You have to get rid of the stain and then put the bleach on there and not like ammonia, like just straight ammonia. Like you're basically putting acetone on the stain and expecting it to not eat the sheet. It was very confusing. And I'm
Mm.
like, y'all are killing me. Peroxide. Peroxide will remove stains. Peroxide and baking soda. That's how you
Yeah.
get. And they're like,
Hmm.
huh? And I'm like,
You would think that like the manager or whatever would be like, okay, we're gonna have a little lesson here in laundry. So when you come across these type of stains, you need to use peroxide and baking soda. Like
that's how you get.
this how we be getting through life. Millennials be knowing because
We be knowing
we were
because
taught.
somebody taught us,
Exactly. See, the
because they
boomers knew,
knew.
they knew a little bit of something, something. They were all stay-at-home moms, just about almost all of them
Hmm.
were like stay-at-home moms. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yes.
Or the whatever the generation is before baby or before the boomers. Because my mom worked, your mom worked.
Hmm.
Um,
My granny worked too and raised six
see,
kids.
I don't even know if my granny did, but my great grandmother was definitely a homemaker, and my
Mhm.
great grandfather owned a tobacco farm.
Wow.
Yeah. My mom had told me that he was a farmer and he had his own tobacco farm. And I was like, oh, that tracks because I did the ancestry DNA.
Mhm.
And it was showing in the Census Bureau thing that
Mhm.
he was a farmer and then it was a tobacco farm. And I was like, oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I don't know if my granny ever worked. I literally don't remember her ever working. And I don't remember her ever being with anybody other than her boyfriend that she was with when well, he died before her,
Mhm.
but I only remember him. And I remember that they didn't sleep in the same bed. They had different bedrooms. That's how old school they were. Uh, but I don't remember her ever working. I know they went on a lot of trips to Florida because he had family there and he had a
Nice.
lot of money.
Mhm.
But anyway,
Mhm.
I'm trying to think if I've got any other story. I remember cleaning up some penis confetti
Yes, the
from
penis
one of
confetti from the Bachelorettes.
yep. And you remember like we would always try to work together,
Mhm.
like, and I don't remember if we ever actually did. Did we ever like with the Airbnb? Like, did we ever actually clean houses together?
I think I wouldn't helped you one time, but I think, we were having too much fun,
Mm, mhm.
so
That
that didn't
tracks.
happen. That didn't happen again.
Okay. I was thinking that you did like at least a couple of times.
Mhm.
Because I remember I would get there super early,
Mhm.
way before they would open, but the manager would tell me like you can go ahead and get there early because I wanted to get there early and bounce early because I
Yes.
needed to get back so I can get the kids from school.
Mhm.
Um, and she would like tell me I could find things to do, like, and she would just, pay me for my time or whatever,
Mhm.
same amount for cleaning. Like I would do things like in the mornings, I wouldn't do like laundry, but I would
Mhm.
fold some things and sometimes
Yes.
like put bags together
Mhm.
if there wasn't, any properties that I could go to that early.
Right.
Because there could be some that somebody checked out like the day before and they just haven't gotten around to it, or they checked out super early in the morning
Mhm.
where I could go. But I would get there sometimes and like run in the neighborhood around there. Now,
Brave.
I do stay terrified of Nashville. Uh
Yeah.
because I mean it's Nashville and you don't ever know, like, I mean Murfreesboro's getting just as bad now, but
Mhm.
we're still not as bad as Nashville, I don't
No.
think. Uh but I would get there and like run the neighborhood, but I would be like so like, am I gonna get kidnapped? Am I gonna get snatched off the side of the road? Like, is somebody gonna come through with a gun and shoot me up? Like, like
Girl.
I know, girl,
Girl.
Nashville don't play.
I was told where the office was. I
Mhm,
was told as a child by my mother who ran around in Nashville, had cousins that lived in Nashville who went there as a young person and partied in the 70s and 80s and stuff. And
mhm.
I was told to never go over there where that office was around
Yeah.
like that whole area. I was told to
Mhm.
never go over there. So when I was told where the office was, I was like, what is this in the middle of um the worst part of Nashville?
Yeah, like the slummy part.
Girl. And I'm like, and now I'm like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is that a bistro? Am I? I don't know where I am anymore because I'm like, there's been some next level gentrification of that area, and I'm
Mhm.
like, y'all crazy, y'all crazy as hell, y'all gonna get shot,
Girl, I'm telling you,
y'all gonna
I
get
was
shot.
so scared, and I would put my headphones on, but then I was like worried if that I was gonna miss something because it was my Beats, and
Mhm,
like they're noise canceling, you don't hear shit outside of them,
mhm.
and I was worried that somebody was gonna sneak up on me, so I stayed woke. Like I was running against the traffic, and I was
Like you're
like I
supposed
feel it
to.
all times. I was running like Forrest Gump. I mean, be.
I
I
didn't
had
know
to
you
be.
did that because I would have been like, girl, if you don't quit, stop it.
Girl, I couldn't help it. I had to find something to do. Like, and I get antsy and I need to get my workouts in first thing in the morning, but I would leave so fucking early because I lived in Shelbyville and that
Oh,
was a
that's right.
long ass drive. Huh?
That is. I forgot
Yeah.
that when you worked there, you were living in Shelbyville.
Yep. Girl, you just sounded like a Shelbyvillian.
I don't know any other way to
Shovel.
say it. Shovel.
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 A Shellbilly, as I like to call it. That's a Shelbyville hillbilly. Shellbilly.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Uh yeah, it was like for me to drive to Nashville, it was like an hour and 45 minutes. I'm not even kidding you. Yeah, because like from Shelbyville to Murfreesboro,
That's
if you didn't speed and you went the speed limit, it was like a 40-minute drive, if not 45 sometimes.
why I take the back
Um,
roads.
well, I just took the highway because I would speed
Mm-hmm.
and I got a ticket one time. Not trying to go to work, but I got a ticket one time on the highway. Girl, I
Mm.
ain't taking no damn back roads in Shelbyville because if you take the back roads, you're gonna end up like God knows where. Because
Oh,
it's nothing
girl, I
like
know
their
where
speed
I'm
limit.
going.
Girl, they got all their back roads curvy like this,
I know.
and it's like 30 miles an hour. I ain't kissing my ass around these curves, okay? If I have to kiss my ass going around a curve, it ain't for me. I ain't trying to flip my car, but Um, I would leave out like super early
Mhm.
because I would get rush hour traffic trying to get there.
Yeah.
And there was one time it was raining and I left at 6 o'clock. I got there at 9:30. 9:30.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Because it was
Nine.
raining so hard and traffic was backed up so far on 24. It was fucking crazy.
Why do people lose their ability to operate a motor vehicle when it starts sprinkling?
Girl, if the sun ain't out or if it's not just like regular cloudy, nothing else, if there's any type of precipitation, you may as well fucking forget it. They
Oh.
lose all capability. They lose their brain cells.
And then if it's sunny, you get blue hairs driving in your lane.
You do.
And they're
You
just like,
do.
I ain't got nowhere to go. Clearly. And I'm over here like, don't rear end people. Don't rear end people. Don't rear end
Move,
people.
Granny. Move.
Like, mine didn't twitch. Mine did not twitch. Hold on. I'm trying to mute myself because my
I heard it. Dead. Well, that's all my Airbnb stories.
my dogs are still having a cow about what I don't know. Um, I think they're done now. The big one is still growling for no reason. Um, they started barking one night at like I don't even know, like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, "Don't make me walk downstairs with something sharp and pointy."
Yeah, but what if it was a ghost? Girl, it was a ghost. They was seeing the ghost.
Well, the ghost can stay downstairs and quit waking me up
Yeah.
because
Like,
I'm an
okay, keep your
insomnia.
ass downstairs. Don't be coming up here. Wake me up.
All right, it's like I ain't got time for your ass. Move on. I don't know who you are, but
Why
move
you
on to
still
the
here?
other side, please.
Yes. Move it or lose it, sister or brother.
Or whoever you are, do not visitate on this premises.
I thank
I'm
you.
trying to sleep.
A bitch need a beauty sleep.
I need my booty sleep. My booty sleep. I
Mm.
need my booty sleep.
Booty sleep.
My booty sleep. No, I just oh, speaking of dogs, I tried to go into a property to clean it, and this beautiful boxer greeted me at the door, and I was like, never, no. Absolutely not. I don't know if your dog is nice or not. And I'm like, can I go in? Is it going to eat me? I'm not afraid of dogs anymore.
Is it gonna have me as a snack?
But is it hungry? I'm not feeding it. Like, make it go away. And they were like, oh, she's not gonna bother you at all. And I'm like, that ferocious little barks and things was telling me a different story.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
That's a big
I
ass
don't trust the
dog.
dog.
Mm-mm. Especially like if you're coming into a space where it thinks it's supposed to guard, like I would have been a moron to just bust
Yeah,
up in there with a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, I'll
right.
be back when they come get their dog. Um, yes, and yeah, they changed that policy of the not dogs because they had a little hump house at the back of this one property and was clearly only being used for one night stands. Like clearly, like it was so obvious. And I'm
Oh my
like,
god.
I'm gonna clean this with gloves. And girl, the toilet was in the shower. The shower was a room, like a little water closet with a toilet in it. And it was not attached to the floor.
What the actual fuck?
Girl, that place was janky.
Girl. Ooh. How
Yeah.
can they even no? How can they even afford to have anybody come by and clean that shit?
No,
It don't
this
sound
was
like
like a shed out the back.
see, that's what I'm saying. Like eh, no.
And I had to
Mm-mm.
go in the yard with the crazy barky dog to go to the alley to throw away the big garbage. And there was like rusty nails, parts of fences, and I most of the time wore flip flops
Oh hell
in
no.
the summer. And I'm like, if I get tetanus out here, I'm suing some dead body.
Yeah.
And I was
Fuck
like,
that shit.
mm-mm. And then one time the owner come out, and I was like, am I? I'm like, they had a very large, very hairy dog in here, and your futon cover is ruined. Just saying. It's like I can't save this. And he was like, yeah, I'll order another one. And like the next time I came, he still hadn't done it. And I'm like,
Wow.
okay. I'm like, this is not my job anymore. Hi. But yeah, Airbnbs was nuts.
It
Very nuts.
was.
So we're back. Um, yeah, working for Airbnb owners cleaning their properties is completely nuts.
It is.
Um,
You never know what you're gonna find. You never know what you're gonna see.
nope. Um, Definitely an interesting time in my life. A lot of learned a lot of things about people
People.
and personalities. Mm-hmm.
For damn sure.
Yes. And you cannot pay me to own an Airbnb. Mm-mm.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. And it
Mm-mm.
costs too damn much for them to like get them cleaned. As much as
Yeah.
what the Airbnb places that clean them charge, I don't
No.
know.
Mm-mm.
And then it's not worth it for you to clean it yourself. It ain't.
It
It ain't.
ain't.
Trust
It
me.
ain't.
People be shitting. They be puking.
Mm-mm.
They be
Breaking
having dildos
windows,
everywhere.
falling through
Just saying.
doors, breaking bunk beds,
Yeah, that's a thing.
breaking beds.
Ooh, I got a secret for you about Airbnb that I used to do.
Uh-huh.
Oh Lord. Okay, so I'm guilty of this.
Mm.
When I would get to Airbnbs, there was one where someone literally, I guess, just laid in the bed for like a couple hours and
Mm-hmm.
left. Like they just rented it for a night, like, but they didn't
Mm-hmm.
actually do anything. They didn't stay, like they didn't really do anything. They
Yeah.
literally pulled back the cover, laid down, and that was
Mm.
it. Like, they
Mm.
didn't disturb anything. Everything was clean. And I was like, okay, girl, I would not change those sheets. I literally would pull them back up and be done.
Girl, if there was not any hair, visible skin flakes, fabric rub off, or self tanner rub off, I did not strip that bed.
Girl, I was not about stripping them beds.
No.
If I didn't have to, like you said, if there wasn't anything on it, it was clean.
Yes.
I'm like,
I changed the
and I don't even
pillowcase
think,
though.
girl, the thing is, with the one that I'm talking about in
Mm,
like particular,
mm,
there was only a couple of them that I did that because there was only a couple that I came across that someone only
yeah.
did that.
Mm,
Um, but they didn't even sleep on the fucking pillow. The
mm,
pillow was still like, you know how you have like the decorative pillows and you put them in
mm,
front of the pillow? Yeah.
mm,
That pillow that you would lay on would be
mm.
behind it. They would apparently lay their head on the damn decorative pillow. And they slept up in the bed. Like they slept up like this.
It was a black girl. She didn't want to mess up her hair.
I feel that. Or she had eyelashes too because pillows be fucking them up. And I mean, I'm just saying, I've had to sleep with my head like off the side of the bed like this because I couldn't mess my eyelashes up
No, I could never.
or sleep on my chin.
But let me tell y'all this, be warned, because our company did not wash the pillows.
Yes, they wouldn't wash the decorative pillows, and that would piss
No,
me
no,
the
no.
fuck off.
I'm talking about the ones that you sleep on. After person after person after person, they
Wait
never
a minute.
wash them pillows. The
Okay,
part you put
see,
in the pillowcase.
okay, so the actual pillow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like,
I will say washing them. I mean, I know that they didn't, but I thought you were talking about the decorative pillows because they definitely didn't wash those, and there
oh
were some
hell
that were stained, and I'm like, I
no.
can't get this off. Like, I can't. I need to wash this.
Like, what do you want me to do with this? Right.
Exactly, like, what am I supposed to just put this dirty ass pillow, and not to mention, like, people, if they do lay on it and whatever, they're
Mm,
dirty, so, like, I can't, like, I'm putting this on a clean bed,
mm, it
it's
is
just contaminating it,
right.
um, but, yeah, I know, like, I've washed my own pillows before,
Hmm.
and it just makes them junky. All the cotton just ends up going up in one spot. Like you'll have like cotton missing from one end, and then it's hard to like get it to come out, like get it to go down to the other end and get it all fluffed up and everything. I can attest to that. It ain't even worth it to wash them motherfuckers. It
Girl,
ain't.
I wash my pillows on a regular basis,
I can't do it.
and it's like,
Well,
and then
hell, we buy pillows every damn other month anyway, because everybody in this fucking house, besides me, has a big ass, heavy ass head, and they flatten the pillows out like a piece of fucking paper. So we have to buy them every other month, and I'm just like, whatever.
no, I have to wash my pillows because I'm like, I feel like it's just you gotta wash your pillows, especially the memory foam ones. Which I mean, how could
Oh,
you? But like, you gotta wash the outside of it. And I'm like, oh, it's so gross. Like epithelials and sweat. I sweat in my sleep, so
see, I don't, girl, I don't sweat. You know, I don't sweat. Only time I
I know.
sweat is in my armpit, and that's when I'm nervous. I don't
So
sweat working out. I don't sweat running.
I think
I
I
sweat when
may
I
have
get in a
seen you
sauna.
sweat once, and I was like, "Are you okay?" Because you're sweating, and
No, wait
I'm
a minute.
freaked out.
There was that time we went in the sauna at the gym. Now that I was definitely sweating because remember we took that selfie and
Mm-hmm.
we had sweat just
We
drenched
were just
on us. But that was
yes.
because we were in
And
300,000 degree heat.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, Airbnbs are crazy. And while it is a nice, slightly carefree environment, it can also be stressful.
Hmm.
Because sometimes there's just too many demands. And you're
Yeah, and it's
like,
very physical.
yes. Especially, I mean, carrying two 75-pound bags of
Yes,
laundry
you pull them up over there,
upstairs.
girl. They were heavy AF.
Yes. And I'm like, and they would rip.
Yes.
And
Like
I'm like,
right where the fucking handle was. Like you could see it
mm,
ripping.
mm-hmm,
And it's like because it's not equipped to carry that much weight. And I
mm-hmm.
would have to do multiple trips sometimes. Like that job was so draining.
It was very physical. And it's like, I'm
Mhm.
so surprised I never fell down the stairs because I'm notorious for sliding down the flight of stairs. And I'm like, that's that's a lot. Three,
I would drag them mofos up,
right?
drag them behind me.
And I'm like, let's see, can I throw this? Like, just really thinking about, like, can I throw this up the stairs? I'm like, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Give
Don't
the
hurt
old
to try.
first try. But yeah, if you want to make some money and work for every second of it, yeah, go clean Airbnb properties. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where it's at.
you'll make some moolah, but you will work for every second of it, and it will be great.
Yep. But you might pick up free stuff, things that people leave
Like
behind.
tequila,
Good tequila or
mezcal. Mm-hmm.
mm, or beard oil.
Or
All right.
yeah. So those are our story from the tales from the Airbnb. Hope you
Yep.
enjoyed it. Thanks
Yes.
for
And thank you for
listening,
tuning in again.
and hope to see you next episode.
We'll see you. Bye.
Bye.